To commence the spring meeting, officials of the International Monetary Fund are briefing journalists on the world economic outlook.
He's the economic counselor and the director.
First, the officials take a look at how developed economies are faring under the current economic climate vis-a-vis the impact on developing countries such as Nigeria.
Having a hard time sort of.
At the end, they make recommendations on how to get it right going forward.
Inflation continues to come down. Median inflation will decline from 4% at the end of last year to 2.8% by the end of this year and 2.4% at the end of 2025. And most indicators continue to point to a soft landing. Now, resilient growth and rapid disinflation are consistent with favorable supply developments, including the fading of energy price shocks and a striking rebound in labor supply, supported by strong immigration in many advanced economies.
It's then time for question and answers. For Nigeria, the IMF appreciates recent interventions by the government, which it says will bring down inflation.
Growth in Nigeria steady, but actually rising this year from 2.9% last year to 3.3% this year. We've seen an expansion from the recovery in the oil sector with a better security situation and also improved agriculture, benefiting from the better weather conditions and the introduction of dry season farming. So there's a broad-based increase also in the financial sector and the IT sector. Inflation, yes, it has increased. Part of this reflects the reforms, the exchange rate, and it's passed through into other goods, from imports to other goods. So this explains also why we revised up our inflation projection for this year to 26%.
At another meeting tagged Understanding Sovereign Debt in Africa, IMF is advocating a legal and legislative framework that will compel governments in the African region to be transparent with their debt data.
It has shown real leadership.
On Monday, the National Bureau of Statistics puts the nation's inflation rate for March at 33.2%. However, the International Monetary Fund is seeing a decline in the rates later in the year. This is just as the fund expresses confidence that fiscal and monetary policies are expected to impact the life of the people soon. From Washington, D.C., Sarah Chimogu, Channels Television News.